How's it going, everybody? My name is Jake Adams from reefbuilders.com, and we're at Reef Palooza, New York. It's a really special opportunity to come to these shows. This is a uniquely American experience to have these huge gatherings of coral vendors, manufacturers, fish stores, fish geeks, reef geeks, everything. And just really fortunate to have been part of this movement for many years. Last year I gave a talk on the Kwajalein Atoll and talking about wild corals, and it was about this time last year when we hatched a plan with Reef Palooza to sponsor a trip to go to the natural reefs, go to the wild reefs, see the corals that don't really make it here, but really to highlight the huge difference, the monumental difference between the corals that we keep as small frags, as very colorful corals, versus the huge colonies of corals that we see in the wild. We tend to think that the ocean is the best place for corals, but in the wild, natural corals, they really have to fight to survive. They have to fight their environment, they have to fight predators, disease, and their neighbors. In the wild, corals are fighting for space, so real estate is very much at a premium on wild coral reefs. So in certain places, corals might be thriving. In other places, they're really battling to keep a foothold of where they live. And so I'm doing this talk for Reef Palooza, for all three Reef Paloozas in Orlando, in New York, and in Orange, just to really transport the viewers to a natural reef and show them what corals start out as on a natural reef, and kind of walk them through some of the processes of getting them to the aquarium. So it's really great to be a part of this, and yeah, if you get a chance to come to Reef Palooza, come see the speakers. Obviously, I'll encourage you to come see my talk, but otherwise, definitely want to come out to Reef Palooza for the full experience. So, in the aquarium hobby, we want to invest most of our resources towards acquiring coral and not necessarily getting the best products for our aquariums. But there's always new products that claim to do something better, and so a show like Reef Palooza is a very good opportunity to compare brand A against brand B versus brand C. And people always ask me, what is the best pump, what is the best light, what is the best skimmer? And I always have to give them a few follow-up questions, because depending on your aquarium and your application, that's how you determine the most suitable piece of equipment for your tank. And so coming to a reef show like this, it's a great opportunity to see lots of different corals from lots of different manufacturers. Since we just had Interzoo in Germany about a month ago, it was a huge trade show in Europe where a lot of aquarium products are introduced. And some of those companies are here just a few weeks after the show, and they have some of these prototype products that are going to be coming to market a little bit later. So coming to Reef Palooza is a great chance to get some face time with the manufacturers, ask them follow-up questions on things I wasn't able to share with them in the initial posts about new products. So let's see, some of the new products we have here is Hydor is launching a brand new line of pumps and lights that are going to be completely controllable. They're really going out of their way to kind of split off and make this other brand to distinguish themselves. Profilux just introduced a miniature controller. It's called the Profilux Mini, and it's a little bit more stripped down version of some of the more expansive aquarium controllers. For the last few years, the tendency has been to make a do-it-all and the kitchen sink style controller, but some companies are packaging their controllers to be a little bit more for the mass market. So the Profilux Mini is really great. On the other end of the spectrum, Apex introduced their own new controller, which packages a lot of the different modules together in the new Apex. And yeah, we just look forward to a lot of stuff coming to market. Yeah, it's a great show for seeing all these products put together, and talking to reefers, and really get a kick out of seeing and comparing notes with reefers on how they use different pieces of equipment. So once again, Jake Adams from Reef Builders. Been a professional blogger for the marine aquarium hobby for nearly 10 years. Going around and reporting on aquariums is all I do. We write on the website, reefbuilders.com, several times throughout the day, about 20 stories a week generally. More recently, branched out into producing a physical book, limited edition book. This is the Wrasse Bible, basically a rudikiter. If you like wrasses, definitely take a look at this book. It has every species that we know of up until August of last year, so this is a really killer book. And the other thing that we're working on is some posters. We have an angelfish poster that has every species of angelfish all in one. It's basically a book form, an angelfish book in poster form. So yeah, try to invest some of your resources into learning more about your hobby. And one of those best investments is the time it takes to come out to reef shows like this.